What a thing. What a thingy. Earlier, when I was on my live earlier, I saw somebody suggesting that I go watch somebody's video. Somebody was sending me to go watch somebody's video. So I didn't even, I was so busy, I didn't get a chance to. But someone sent a video to my inbox and they wanted me to pretty much look at the video. But I'm eating bubblegum. Somebody don't want me to look on the video. Them send me a video and they want me to look on the video. I haven't really watched it completely. I just kind of watched like the first 15 minutes or the first 12 minutes of the video. But what a thingy. What a thing. Eh? Oh boy, oh boy. But 2002 is one of those years for me. I tell you, 2022 is a year of replenishment for me. And it's one of those things where you can't intervene, and I realize that whenever God is working for you, just don't intervene in it. Don't intervene when God will work for you, because if you intervene, you're gonna mess up the whole thing. You're gonna mess up the whole of God's plan when you intervene. And that happens, that's the same as it pertains to people just putting me in shit I have nothing to do with, or people trying to tell lies on me and doing all sort of shit. You know what I mean? I have passed the point of defending my name against nonsense. I'm past that point. Beyond that, I'm a business person, and I'm going to remain as it is. But it's just really sad that when you have great intentions for people, they somehow decide to change the narrative and make you look like the bad person when in fact you're not. And that's all across the board on social media, all across the board. As it pertains to these two young men, I heard the video a while ago, and I heard where apparently somebody who works with them decided to come clean and pretty much tell the whole truth. I appreciate you doing so. I appreciate your conscience pretty much speaking up for yourself for what happened, because as it is, it's me against the world. And despite this man coming out telling the truth, I don't know this man, but despite this man coming out and telling the truth, there are people who has so much hate for me, they don't want to believe the truth, and that's really sad. And those are the ones who will be led into blindness. They'll be led into blindness, and it's so sad. And these are grown women. One particular woman, I clicked on her profile. And I realized that this particular female is a big woman, a big woman who look like she could have been my auntie or somebody like that, And she pretty much suggested a whole bunch of shit. It was just ludicrous, the things that she suggested about me and these young boys. It's very ludicrous, because I'm saying to myself, like, seriously, you hear this argument, you hear somebody coming on and pretty much breaking down for you bit by bit. The person wasn't biased. The person wasn't biased. The person was being very rational about his argument, and you still blaming me for something that I really had nothing to do with. And then you know what kills me about these two young men? What kills me about these two young men is that after they came out and they pretty much gave this and I'm gonna say so-called apology. After these two young men came out and gave their supposed apology, I wanted them to make money, because me being the mother that I am the mother of a son. I am the mother of a son, so I have a soft place in my heart for younger boys like them, like my son's age and a little bit younger, especially since they are young youths in Jamaica. You understand me? Me did I try and look out for them in a good way. I was really trying to look out for them. I wanted these guys, these young boys, to make money. But they want them to make some money as young youths when them come out and supposedly apologize to me. I right about now, me not even, notice me never really say much about it when them start tell them lies from me. You notice I said nothing. I said nothing on my live about it after them apologize and they went off with their different story and their different story. You notice me not say nothing about it. Me not say nothing about them when they must slander me, when they continue to slander me and tell lies on me, these two young boys, and them group up with them for group up with them, notice me not say nothing about it, because I'm like, oh, really, dude, really? When it was actually the opposite. I really wanted you guys to make money. I want you guys to build on what you're doing. I was looking to help you, you know, and it's the same across the board for a lot of people from out of that camp. And you know which camp I'm talking about. Apparently, a lot of people from out of that camp, they have this distorted type of frame of mind where they just are just nasty nigga, you know, and you could see it across the board, even with the Miss Lady there who was seeking help to get her house built. You notice what happened with her too. And when it was the actual opposite, you know, it was actually the opposite. I had her best interest at heart, and so did I also had these two young boys' best interests at heart. But what I've realized is the ones whose best interests I have at heart, they're the ones who actually come out and change the story and flip the script because they were programmed to do so, or they were influenced by the majority to do so because they wanted to make some money. They wanted to make some money. So the money is behind a lot of what they're doing. In regards to Miss Lady in Jamaica, the one who wanted me to help her, the one who so demanded that I helped her build a house. Remember her? There's no, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody possibly paid her to do what she did. There's a possibility that she was paid to do what she did. Anything is possible at this point, because if these two young boys could just come out of the blue and just tell a lie like that just to build their channel or to get sympathy or to make money off of, you know, it's just like, oh my God, where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line as it pertains to morals, as it pertains to you being truthful and an honest individual? Where do you draw the line? And you're gonna do all of that just to get a phone? You're gonna do all of that just to buy a phone, when I could have hired you and you could have made way more money than what a phone costs. But I guess they weren't thinking. They weren't thinking, and they were probably just in it for the hype, and the hype really get to them and them feel, say, yeah, let me do it, because it's the culture, like I said, on social media, to run Tina Chin's name in the mud and then make some money off it. You don't notice that? It is the culture, and it's just really sad when you have these people's best interests at heart and they turn around and do something really nasty to you out of hype. They want to be in the hype, and them end up screw themselves, because look at what happened. That gentleman came out and told the truth, and this gentleman was very unbiased. He wasn't necessarily picking up for me, but he was also throwing himself in as somebody who was a part of whatever. You understand me? And him threw himself in, and he was honest about it, and I really do appreciate that. And these people still sat there and still accused me of doing this, when in fact I had these young boys. It was a total opposite. I had their best interest at heart. I wanted them to make money. I wanted them to do some promotion, like the gentleman said. You know what I mean? How could that gentleman have known that? Because I don't know the gentleman. And I never mentioned it to you guys, so there's no way nobody would have known someone would want to do some promotion with them, right? There's nothing. You notice that me never come on and say nothing to you about no promotion, nothing, because that was a conversation between me and those boys. I thought I was speaking to those boys. I didn't know I was speaking to this young man here. Me never know that him was. I had no idea. You understand me? So the truth is I really had these young men's interests at heart. And when they came out and apologized, I had their best interests at heart. I wanted them to make money, because they're a young youth in Jamaica. Me know how hard it is in Jamaica for anybody, especially for young men in that age. And I really had their best interests at heart. So you just imagine how hurtful it was when these individuals, how hurtful it was to me when I did have their best interests at heart, and I really wanted them to make money, and these individuals took it upon themselves to go on social media with other people and just slander me, not just once but twice again, with such vicious lies, claiming that I tried to knock food out of their mouths, which is just a total lie. You know, anybody who knows me knows that I am for people. I am for people. I'm an advocate for a reason. I am more than a philanthropist. I am an advocate for people. You know, I do not like hurting people. You know what I mean? I don't like it. I don't like knocking bread out of people's mouth. And I've always said that. I've always said that. My stance has not changed about human beings. Despite all the wrongs and all the negativity coming my way and all the lies that I'm being beaten with, I'm not going to change. I'm not going to be a different person. I'm not going to change, because I do realize humans are just who they are, and it's just something that has to be. Damien, you're not understanding. I did not reach out to these individuals. Which part of the conversation are you not listening to? Did you listen to the video a while ago? Or are you just asking questions because you just want to ask a question? I did not reach out to the individuals. Are you deaf? Stop the misinformation, okay? Stop the misinformation and go listen to the video that reveals it all, that tells it all. Why would I reach out to somebody who slanders me? Are you serious? Are you dumb? Like, why would I reach out to somebody who is slandering my brand for no reason? You know what I mean? Why would I have reached out to somebody like that? Am I stupid? Am I dumb? No, I'm not dumb. Okay? As you clearly heard, what happened was I was on my live a few days ago. Apparently, I think it was like, what, a week ago or so? Last week, Sunday? I was on my live and I was just talking about all of these YouTubers who had me on their YouTube channels bashing me and putting up negative videos about me to make me look bad. You know, I was just speaking in general about a week ago, and I said to myself, you know what, I'm gonna report all of these YouTubers who put my name up and blah blah blah. A general conversation that I was having. Listen to me, guys. Just listen before you type, please. Just listen. A week ago, I was having a general conversation about these YouTubers who have taken up this thing of putting me on their YouTube to bash me, you know? And they're doing it to make me look bad and other people look good. I don't need to call any names, but I saw their intentions. So I came out on my live in a general conversation and I said, I am going to start reporting you YouTubers who put these videos about me, put these videos up about me that don't show me in a positive light, blah blah blah. That was just a general conversation, right? Boom. As I was speaking on my live, as I was talking on my live, you know, we started listing out the YouTube channels that were going to get a strike, the ones that I was about to report. All right. I was just listing out names out of the blue. As I was listing out names, some people in my comment section, they mentioned Young Vibes. And I'm like, Young Vibes? Come, I never remember nothing about them. So these people mentioned Young Vibes. So I'm like, Young Vibes? Who? I'm like, oh, wait. Are those the two little boys that put up stuff about McKeek and blah, blah, blah? Because I was trying to figure out who is who. And they said, yeah, those are the two little boys. And we were trying to get the right spelling of these young boys' names because I didn't even remember about them. To be quite honest, I didn't even remember about these two little young boys. We did not talk about the other dirty nasty nigga ones, them, the YouTube bloggers. I was talking about the dirty nasty nigga mix-up ones, them, who just want money for content, telling lies about me just for money. I was referring to them. I didn't remember a darn thing about these two young boys. It was a couple of you in my comment section who mentioned their names as I was going through the list of who is who and who should I report. So that's when I was like, yeah, oh yes, I'm gonna forget about them two young boys, blah 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 blah. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna report their channel, blah 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 blah. As we were talking about them on that particular live about a week ago, as we were discussing them, remember I'm still up on my live, I don't really do nothing yet. We were just talking to talk, right? As we were discussing them, I see my phone light up. I see my messenger light up. I see my messenger, my business phone messenger lit up. So, but I never really looked on the messenger right away. I didn't look at it right away. And then I looked again. And when I looked again, I realized that it was Young Vibes TV messaging me. So I said, oh, that was quick. In my head, I said that was quick. Them boy are messaging me already. Well, you know. And you know, as we were there, they were sending me they said, you know, I'm sorry, I do this, blah, 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 blah. So I was texting them and I said to them, why would you do that? Why would you put up stuff on my cake and you haven't had my cake? You know, we were talking in Messenger. They reached out to me. I didn't reach out to them. They messaged me when they heard their names on my live that I'm going to report their channel. They reached out to me and I'm like, why would that? That's when the dialogue started, when they reached out to me. So we were there like, what? I said to him, why would you do those videos? Whatever. They were trying to explain themselves or whatever. And they were like, they apologized for it and stuff like that. So I said, well, since you're going to apologize, I want a video. I said to them, since you want to apologize, I want a video, because you did a public video slandering my brand, even though you never had my cake. So I need a video with your apology. That's what I said to them. And they waited for a while, and then they responded about probably 5 or so minutes later. And then they said, okay, they'll do the video. When they said they're going to do the video, I'm like, okay, fine. And I told you guys here in my live that they said they're going to do a video. I'm like, oh, really? They're going to do a video? Okay, they're going to do a video. I'm here for it. I'm here for this video, because I'm going to put it on my page. You know, I'm going to put this video on my page of them apologizing for slandering my brand, because I spoke to them very sternly. I said, what you did was wrong. It was not nice. You haven't had my cake before. Why would you do that? And they did admit that they did it just because they wanted to be a part of something. You know what I mean? At the time, that's what was trending and blah, blah, blah. They wanted to be a part of something, which is why they did the video. That's what they said. So I'm there, blah, 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 waiting for them to do the apology video, whatever. I can't remember if they did the apology video while I was on the live or after I came off that live and did another live. But either way, I got the apology video, and I played it while I was on live. I played it while I was on live with you guys and stuff like that, and you guys saw the apology video, and that was it. I took it for what it was. But before that apology video came through, I did text them and I said, you know, you can make some money, you could do some promo for me and stuff like that. I did text them about that, because I wanted these little young boys to do good, to do the right thing. So I did offer them work. And that's just how I am. I'm going to offer you work. I'm going to offer you ways to be independent. You understand me? And that's all I did. Offer them ways to be independent and productive young boys in Jamaica, because I know that's Jamaica and people always need money, because it's really hard out there, especially for these young boys. I offered to help them. It was the total opposite of whatever it is that they put out there after the fact. And I just sat down after they did the apology and everything, and I offered them work and stuff like that. I left it at that and went on about my business. That was the end of it for me. Like, I had nothing against them. Okay, fine, whatever. Moved on with my life. You apologize. Let's leave it there. We have nothing else to say. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing. No arguments, no animosity, no nothing. And I went on. Oh, while I was on the live, I got it. Good. Thanks for the correction, Charmaine. They sent me the apology while I was on that same live. And I played it for you guys to see, right? So that was it right there. That was the end of the conversation. That was the end of it. You apologize. I moved on with my life. I'm assuming you moved on, and that was it, right? Okay. I had no business to do. I didn't touch their channels. I didn't see their channel. I don't even know how to get to their channel, whatever. But you guys searched and found that their channel was still there. The videos were there or something like that. Whatever. But either way, I moved on with my life. End of story. The very next day, or 24 hours later or so, or 48 hours later, then it was all over social media. It was all over social media, the lie. They started with the lie. These two little young boys started with this lie. And I was like, what? I'm like, wait, are they doing this for just content, or why are they doing this? Didn't we have a conversation a couple of days ago about this apology, and we left it at that? So how are you going to do a video now claiming that I did this and just telling these blatant lies? Maureen, listen. What cautious about what though, Maureen? Cautious about what? Me and them had no business together. Cautious about what? They apologized and I moved on with my life. Cautious about what? I don't get it. Cautious about what? They apologized and I moved on with my life. We had no other conversations. I was living my life, doing my thing. We had no backdoor conversations after their apology. That was it. That was it. They apologized to me for that video and I moved on with my life. Okay, boom. A few days later, they put out these stupidness on social media claiming that I did this to them and I... Exactly, Kasian. But listen, these are little young boys. Listen though, Kasian. The dialogue was pretty direct and whatever, Kasian. Right? It was pretty direct, right? That was it. We weren't planning anything else besides that. You know what I mean? Oh, the offering work part. I just was trying to help them out. Maybe I was naive about that. Okay, cool. I will take that. I had no business trying to help them out to make money outside of that. You know, you did me something wrong. I should have just taken the apology and moved on. I had no business offering to help these boys. I was trying to help them. I was trying to help them. As always, I was trying to help. And this is what happens, what I've noticed. When I try to help people, they just turn it around and make it something totally opposite. So, I went on with my life. No conversations, no contact after that. I went on with my life and stuff like that. And a few days later, they just put this lie out there that I was trying to get their channel down. And I'm like, what the hell? And then I'm like, oh, so you guys are programmed. You guys are pretty much programmed to do these things. Once you're out of that camp, you are programmed by whomever to pretty much do these things to me. You know, even though you're the one who reached out to me to apologize, you are programmed. Just that main contact, just by contacting me alone, that triggers the programming for them to do what they did. But these are young boys who actually have sense. So it's not like them not have no sense. Them young, them brain fresh, them have sense. So it was like, oh, okay, so that's the culture here. Okay, so pretty much anyone out of the camp, including Miss Lady in Jamaica, who I really wanted to help, you know who I'm talking about. Anyone out of the camp there, admin, get that mad face. Screenshot the face of that mad person. The person put up the mad face. The person putting up the mad face. Please report that. Get the face of that person, please. Yeah, so they set me up. Listen, they set me up. These two little young boys pretty much set me up for views and all of these other stuff. Knowing damn well their channel was still there. They did it just to set me up. You understand? They know what they were doing and they're dangerous. Those are some scammers. They're real scammers. I had no business. I don't know why I keep doing this. I don't know why I keep trying to help people. You know, even when them do me wrong, I still I try to help them. It's something when I forgot broke out, you know. But they pretty much started putting this lie out there about me and blah, blah, blah. And I didn't even come back on to address it. I just let them run with whatever. I just let everybody and their nonsense run with the bullshit. But I sit down there and watch everybody I run with the bullshit. You know, I didn't even address that bullshit. I didn't feel the need to address it. I didn't feel the need to address the lies because I knew I wasn't guilty of anything. So I didn't feel the need to address anything because I feel like they were just trying to get more hype and yeah. You know what I mean? You know? Yeah. Exactly, Suzette. Exactly. So when they came out with the lies, I just didn't feel the need to address anything because I knew I didn't do anything. I just thought it was just really absurd that it was the total opposite. I really tried to help them. But they instead, what they did, they flipped the script and made it seem like it was about, like they came in, they flipped the script to make it look like I was against them when in fact it was totally not like that. It was a total opposite. I was actually trying to help them. And they made up the storyline, and because they wanted money, you know, they made up the storyline. They want money for run with it. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm like, oh, so y'all are doing this just to get some dollars? Like, I could have paid you that. You didn't have to do all of that. I could have paid you that, dude. They didn't have to go and make up storyline and all of this bullshit just for the flair of social media and stuff like that. You know, making up, and it's not just them. There are others too who did that. You know, there are others too who did that, who just made up stories because they want to put Tina Chin's name in things. If you look over the past few weeks, look at all these past few weeks, how many people did Facebook lives with my name in it. Just look, go back. Even yesterday morning, I'm hearing some blogger, I don't even know her name. I'm not even going to call her name. I've never seen her before, heard of her before. I don't even know this person. But I heard that she had my name in her Facebook live addressing me and blah, blah, blah. Up to now, me not even look right or left. I just, you know. Then there's this one in the Bahamas, Antigua, or whatever, wherever she is, calling up my name in her live. I'm up to know, I'm going to look right or left. So it's a thing with them who, they're from that camp. It's a thing with them from that camp to just make up stories and make up a storyline because they know that people will run to their lives to view it. They want people to run to them live to watch it. Once it's about Tina Chin, that people are going to scatter and run to go watch it. So they know what they're doing. They program you viewers. They program you viewers to pretty much hate me because once them put Tina Chin name in them live, when them know so them are going to get views. They know. They know. And it's a scamming thing. And once them get views, what they do, they put up their cash app. Yeah, put up a cash app and send me cash app. They don't give a shit if the story is true or fake. They don't give a shit if the story is true or fake. They just want to put my name and stuff. And once them put them name in them, you know, you know, the she over there put my name and stuff that I don't even know nothing about. She just pin her cash app, and before you know it, boom, people start donating. You know, and this is how y'all get scammed. Y'all get scammed for that, for these storylines that these people put up out there on social media. Why? I don't know. I don't look like people stop thinking. People stop use them brain. Me no know. Look like people just stop use them brain. And just people just are so hungry for drama. Them just run to anybody live with Tina Chin night. You notice me just stop addressing certain things now. I just let them chat whatever I met them look at Trump and Jaguar about them business. But I stop chat. But I not even come out and try to defend nothing no more. You don't notice that? I don't even come out and try to defend shit no more. I just leave them to do whatever they want to do and make them look at Trump, them look at pocket change and go on about them business because they that hungry. If you have to sit down and fabricate things for views, you want to fabricate stories for views just to make a little YouTube money, then go ahead. Everybody's getting talked about, right? Everybody's getting talked about, and I'm hot topic. Outside of my name, they can't discuss anything else. Even these ones who proclaim to be prolific, they're nothing. They can't mention nobody else's name but mine to get views. If they don't mention my name, they don't get views. I'm a big deal. I'm a friggin' big deal. You understand me? You know what I mean? That's the big deal. I'm the hot topic. And meanwhile, they're trying to drag me through the mud. They sneakily make the other person, and we know who we're talking about, they make the other person look like they're a god. You understand what I'm saying? They make the other person look like they're a god because the whole plan is to make me look bad, like the devil, while the other person looks like an angel, if you get what I'm trying to say. Come on, people, use your minds. You're thinkers here like myself. You are not stupid. You are not stupid. You aren't stupid. Okay? They make one person look like the devil and the other person look like the angel. You understand? Because it's a network of them that are working. Once they mention Tina Chin's name, they put up the Cash App, boom, people are going to give them money. And people are not thinking for themselves anymore to say, okay, wait, something ain't right here. Oh my God, how can Tina Chin do all this shit? You know, how is Tina Chin doing all this shit? Admin, get this person on my live, please. Get this mad face on my live. I don't even come out and defend shit no more. I let them talk about me all the time. Just talk about me. Because I want people to find my cake page. Talk about me. Talk about me. Because you're the hungry one and I'm the business owner. You're the hungry one and I'm the business owner. So talk about me. Talk about me. Please do. When people stop talking about you, you got to worry. But talk about me. Talk about me in all your lives. I've been trending now. I've been trending now for the past 10, 11 years. You know, I've been trending for almost 10 years now. Which Jamaican is more popular than me? Which Jamaican is more popular than I am? Think about it. I'm a big deal. Am I mad? Am I mad about this? No, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I am not mad. I am not mad. I am not mad. They're mad. They're the mad ones. They're upset with me. I am not mad. They're mad. Yeah, they're mad. Because the minute you have to go on and create, the minute you have to form a network, you know, the minute you have to form a network for one person, I'm a big fucking deal. I'm a big fucking deal. Think about it. You have to, just think about how you guys have to organize such a system. You have to organize something like that. It's kind of like organized crime, where you have to get everybody on the same page. You have to get that one from Antigua, that one from UK, the other one from UK. It's like organized crime. And I am not mad. I'm a big deal. Who did I get? Nobody. Who did I get? Nobody. I didn't get anybody. It's just me. It's just Tina. Dancing up a storm, enjoying life, la 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 la, shaking her boobies, drinking her water, minding her business, la 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 la. Just me and my crazy self. I don't have a network of people. I don't have a network of people doing shit. La 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 la. I'm just baking my cakes, making my money, doing my thing. Me, I don't have a network. I do not have a network of people. Just me. Just Tina. You come over my page, you're comfortable. We can sit down and discuss any topic. And we can talk about the rum cupcakes at tinachincakes.com. Oh yes, oh yes, Miss Bartley, we know that. And Maureen, I'm not gonna. Maureen, I get you, but it's just my personality. Me trying to help people. That just goes to show you what type of person I am, all across the board, because it's the same blueprint. Same blueprint across the board. Same blueprint. I wish I was an August Virgo, so I can be like that. You know, back in the day, I used to wear this right here. Like, yeah, I used to put a thing right here. Like, I should have pierced my ears. You know, I should have pierced. I should have put an earring right there. You know, you can. I think you can put a piercing right here. You can put a piercing right here, can't you? I think you can. Can you put a piercing right here or a tattoo? I think I'm going to put a tattoo there. I think think I'm gonna put a tat there. What do you guys think? May I take off the something off for my blouse? You think I should put a tat there? Next time you call me evil, babies. Think about that. Think about my beautiful skin, my beautiful eyes, my nice body, my nice voice, my intelligent mind, my lovely business, my prosperous business, my beautiful grandchildren that I love so much, my 3 beautiful kids I gave birth to, my lovely dad that I'm taking care of so well. An evil person is not capable of doing such a thing. So who is the evil one here? Let's think. Not me for sure. Not me. Not me for sure. Not me, bitches. Y'all hating assholes can't beat me any day. Y'all haters who are on here watching too, y'all can't beat me no day. Y'all haters watching me can't beat me no way. No way, no shape, no form. Look how the girl skin pretty. Casey, baby. Casey Ann, I know you follow me a long time because you see your name is one of a kind, so I know your name. My mad people just by breathing. Just by breathing. Just by laughing with my black filling them in my teeth. My mad people with my black filling. Everybody knows that the black filling them are the best one, them though. Yes, the black filling them are the best one. I have them in from me a picnic. I used to love candies. And the good thing about it, them been in for years. From me about probably 8, 9, them been in. And I love them because them strong. I want Jamaican dentist to put this in my teeth when I was a baby. I did love candies. I love crunch. I'm gonna change. Nothing wrong with the black filling them. Oh, somebody so wicked can run such a prosperous business, and God just a bless her so. And she's so happy and in a look at happy mood and full of vibes. Wicked people not a vibes, you know. Wicked people not a vibes. You don't know that. Wicked people not a vibes. Wicked people not a spirit. Wicked people stand still. Wicked people can't move around and dance and get off a pea soup. Wicked people can't do them things there. No, look at me, real happy in a real life. Not a facade. This is me. Wicked people can't jump around and just have fun and have that energy to pull people in. Wicked people can't do that. Wicked people have to sit down still because them are sit down and plot them next evil move. We too free spirited and happy, so we don't have no time for them bullshit there. We don't have no time for that.